I'm Sahara, and welcome to our podcast every week now after 1 p.m. We're here to change the world one conversation at a time.
I'm AJ, and we are going to be talking about artificial intelligence today.
Oh, yeah. But before we get going, don't forget to smash those like buttons, like, follow, and subscribe. You don't want to miss an opportunity to support the show.
So, AI, which is artificial intelligence, it's a term we're hearing a lot lately. And a lot of people are thinking, oh, this is new, great technology. And yes, it can be great, but it's also not new. It
Not,
has been around for a very, very long time. It has just become more prevalent in this current environment because people are using it to do a lot of mundane tasks that they would have had to do by hand before. So it's not something new, but it is something that is just getting more popular and more popular to the point where it's really kind of taking over our lives.
yeah, definitely. Um, it's not new. What do you mean? Like, how? I just feel like what we're seeing lately in the technology is new though. Like we've never seen it performed the way. How is
Yep.
AI different than my computer or different than the internet, I guess?
Okay, well, first of all, AI has evolved from what it used to be. It used to just be software that was programmed to do these medial tasks, like, say, populate a list of, when you need to go grocery shopping. Like you can tell your Alexa, hey, Alexa, remind me to buy eggs.
Yeah.
And then you can go to the store, you can pull up your Alexa app on your phone and have your shopping list there and be like, oh, yeah, I need to buy eggs.
And that's
That
AI.
that's all AI, yes. And that's
Okay.
what it's programmed to do. And in that respect, AI is a great tool to use.
Yeah.
But the problem that we're having now is they have created what's called adaptive AI. So there's two different types. There's AI, which is what I just talked about, and then there's adaptive AI.
Okay.
Adaptive AI pulls from information from whatever source it's told it's programmed to pull from. In a lot of cases, it's just internet. It
Yeah.
does random searches on the internet and finds information.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
I
what the
can do that.
adaptive AI is, though, because it's constantly learning new things from the internet.
So it's
Does that make sense?
programming as it's coding.
Yeah, it's kind of programming as it's coding. So it's like any
Is
if you take
coding and
any
programming different?
yes and no. Coding is writing a simple piece of code. You can do any language, HTML5, C++, C Sharp, Ruby, Python, whatever you're choosing to use.
Okay.
But when it comes to when it comes to programming, anybody who's taken a programming class, the first thing they're going to learn and be told is a computer is only as smart as you tell it to be. Unfortunately, with this adaptive AI,
Yeah.
that's no longer the case because you're telling it to get smarter and get smarter and get smarter. But the problem with that is it's pulling from the internet. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can go on Reddit and I can say strawberry has 7 R's. And then I can go to a Google search and type in how many R's are in strawberry, and it might run across my post that strawberry has 7 R's, and it'll come back and tell me that strawberry has 7 R's. And
Which
then,
is, yeah, where we're running into a lot of the trouble we're seeing now with its
right,
hallucinations or different things like that.
right, like so, like when there was some other issues, like saying Oreo is a palindrome, which, if you don't know, a palindrome is a word or phrase that can be read the same both backwards and forwards,
Yeah.
like mom, dad, race car. Um, Oreo is not a palindrome, but if you type it into a Google search, it'll tell you for sure it is because AI
Wow,
is not
okay.
perfect, okay? Because AI is pulling from what other people are telling it to pull to it is. So you can type in whatever the hell you want and train the AI that the color green is purple. And eventually it's going to see that enough times that it's going to say, okay, well, the color green is this, and it'll show you something purple,
Hmm.
you know? Um, but the technology itself is not new. There's been a lot of talk about like data centers,
Yes, yeah.
and they are cropping up more and more nowadays just because AI is so prevalent. But
The size is increasing that we need, correct?
it,
Because we're
yeah,
using more.
exactly, exactly. When there's more information, they need more storage. And a data center is basically just a big storage locker of information.
The data center is the cloud, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the
So,
actual, that's where the cloud lives. It
yeah,
doesn't actually live up just in the wavelengths of internet.
it's a giant building full of servers that are connecting all of that information to the internet. Now, when the internet first started, it was started with the base idea that there would always be a human on the other side putting out the information that people were finding on the internet, whether it be writing a blog, writing or creating a website, giving information, posting your news articles. Um, all of that was considered to or meant to have a human on the other side.
The
But
things we use it for now,
right.
you
But
know,
with
it's,
the
yeah.
AI adaptive AI taking over, the AI bots now outweigh the human side of the internet. Like I believe it was AI bots were 57.4% of information, with
Okay.
the other part being human.
Wow,
So
okay.
it's been an incredible shift, and that's only been in the past maybe 2 3 years.
So that's like when I'm searching for information on the internet, 50, you said 57.8% of it is
57.4.
57.4
Yeah.
is AI agent generated,
Yes.
not generated by a human. That's interesting.
Not generated by human.
That correlates with the fact I was reading the other day about the AI agents, their presence on the internet and searching through it has like grown 8 times
Yeah.
what people interaction was last year.
Yeah.
Like it was eight
It
times
used to be
more.
a simple tool, but now you
Wow.
can't escape it. I mean, it's in all of our cell phones.
Yeah.
It's you can't do a Google search without having an AI prompt come up and be like, "Oh, is this what you were looking for? Is there anything else I can explain to you?" No, I just want to know what is in this picture. Tell me what it is. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, no, I'm
But
just looking for a list of websites. Thanks for the
right, yeah,
answer. Now I've got a 3 paragraph answer on it too.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
You try to search out what is AI, and then an AI prompt comes and tells you what AI is, and it's kind of just weird. But getting back to data centers, they're not a new thing, though. I mean, the first data centers in the U.S. opened in like 1965,
That's crazy.
so they've been around longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, 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 about 10 years, 11 years longer than we've
Yeah,
been
11 years longer
around.
than I've been alive. So
Wow. Yeah.
they're not a new thing. They're just
That's over 50 years, dude.
more. They're yeah, they are just becoming more prevalent because there's just so much out there that needs storage. There's
Yeah.
so much information out there, whether it be honest information that is factual, like green is the color green, or people that are messing with it saying green is the color purple. Because the way you train an AI is the same way you would teach a toddler.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So if your toddler has never seen a cat before, and you want your toddler to be able to identify what a cat is if they ever see one,
Yeah.
you show them pictures of cats repeatedly, and you go
Repeatedly.
cat, 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 until they're like, oh, that's a cat.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. That's what they're doing when they're teaching AI, is they're showing them a bunch of information or pictures or whatever they're trying to teach it repeatedly until it gets the point.
It's interesting. And it's interesting that it's still in these preliminary um stages that we don't really know what direction it's going. I've kind of watched a little bit of these experts talking about, it looks like it's going this or that, and we're giving it permission over being teachers and universities or over our military. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah. there is there is an elementary school here in town that fired all of their fifth grade teachers
Wow.
for next year.
Okay.
I don't know if they got fired or they went to another school or whatever, but they're not
Yeah.
going to be teaching at this individual elementary anymore
All right.
because they've decided to try and do all AI
They've
for
dismissed them.
that year.
And
And
that's,
they're going to see how it goes. And if it goes great, then they're going to try it in the fourth grade and the third grade until they've got all the teachers replaced by AI bots. Now
wow.
that in itself is what annoys me about AI is the idea that it is replacing, sorry, the human
Yeah.
experience, because you see it a lot in, well, there's a university called Maestro that is a completely accredited university, 4-year college that you can get a degree, a 4-year accredited degree. You can get financial aid for it and everything,
Yep.
completely taught by bots.
They've been
You will
advertising
never
to
see a
me.
teacher. You will never speak to a human.
Wow.
You will just interact with an AI bot for 4 years and get a degree in it. And
That
whatever, and because it's adaptive learning, you could basically go in there and say, I want to learn how to do basket weaving and get a degree in it.
that's
And
crazy.
because it's AI, you can get a degree in basket weaving,
Okay.
which is
Well,
insane. I mean, if you like to basket weave, great. I don't think you
I
need a
mean,
degree in it,
no,
but
it's part of an arts program. It is really a traditional lost art, but
right.
I would want a human to be
Right.
interacting with me in this experience. It's just very much an interesting thing that we are putting so much trust, so much confidence in this to be running our world already.
Yeah. And the other problem that I have with AI is going back to just replacing the human experience
Yeah.
is it is taking over so much of many industries and it's making people lazy. So let's say you're an author, okay? You've written, I don't know, 10 books in the 20 years that you've been writing, and you could be a best-selling author. And now you can just go onto an AI platform, type in a prompt, and be like, okay, well, I want this and this and this to happen. These are the name of my characters. And in 20 minutes, you have a full novel ready to publish. You didn't write it,
That
but you have a full novel ready to publish. And there are artists that are authors that are going to be and have been sending in articles and books and poems and all of these creative works, claiming to have written them, sending them to editors to get them published. And the editors are smart enough to spot, okay, this is not written by a
someone.
human.
Yeah.
A good editor, anyway, is. And a lot of times they will discard those. But then you've got ones that are being edited by AI and those get pushed through.
And there's a lot of that happening. I was scrolling
There
through
really
this, yeah, scrolling this through this
um
week, and they were talking about making kids cartoons in that same manner. Go into AI
yeah.
and put through this
Mm-hmm.
script, and then throw it on this side and have them animate it, and then go throw it up on YouTube. And I was like,
Yep. My industry is being affected by it, but not in a good way.
Yeah,
It's not being it's not that they're okay with it in my industry. It's that they are cracking down on anybody that is caught using AI.
okay,
If if let's say we put out a game that any aspect of it, whether it be concept art, writing the story, um, voiceover actors, you're even being replaced by AI. Any of the assets in the game, if it's detected that it's made with AI, we are no longer eligible to be winning any awards for our games.
okay,
Many of the platforms will take the games down or just not publish them, period.
mm-hmm,
So they are cracking down on anybody who uses AI in video games, which
okay,
I absolutely applaud. My company, I have a hard stance. I don't even let my marketing team use AI to create advertisements
okay,
because I want my company to be completely run by humans. And I don't want to be that company that relies solely on AI because personally I think it's lazy. Um if I catch any of my artists using AI, they no longer have a job
Okay.
because I know that they're capable of drawing.
Yeah.
I have seen their work and I know they're capable of doing it. So if they try to give me something that's made with AI and I can detect it that it has been made with AI, they no longer have a job with me because that is just taking the easy way out and it's lazy, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. The more we're gonna rely on it, the easier it will be
Yeah.
to rely on
Yeah.
it. Um, there was a company in California here in the last couple of months, I'm not sure if it's still going, started completely by or run completely by AI.
Right.
Obviously, there was a person who did the prompting or whatnot, and even did interviews and Zoom interviews with the camera off. And one interview guy asked to have the camera on, and it said, "Well, I am AI," and they still took the job.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a coffee shop or something. Real
That's
interesting.
crazy.
I always just that part kind of boggled my mind about, as this is progressing and progressing, and that's where these safety measures are coming in place. Can you imagine
Yeah.
going in and all of a sudden you were hired by AI and you're working for an AI run company?
My boss is a computer.
I'm a
But
barista. It was a little coffee shop, I'm a barista, but my
right.
boss is AI. Like this,
Yeah.
talking about taking away the human experience, the human element. That's not what I envision AI for.
Well, another thing that I've seen and heard about is the filtering process for resumes.
Mm,
Um, Basically they're running it through an AI system when people submit resumes, whether it be on like Indeed, LinkedIn, whatever. I don't know for sure that either of those sites are using it, but I know some of those job seeking sites do use this, where
yeah.
they run your resume through their AI bot, and basically that AI bot deems you hireable or unhireable based on your resume, not based on an interview, not based on your personality, not based on your background, but do you meet
Wow.
this specific criteria that this AI bot is expecting you to have? And if you don't, you're not going to find a job on that website.
Yeah, just through with paper. Just
Yeah,
if you're not meeting the criteria on paper, there's not.
yeah.
Wow. To me, that's crazy. Having been in the process where I hire people and the amount of resumes I've read to be like, just make
Right.
a decision off of that. Okay. I mean, there's
I mean, yeah,
initial decisions that,
it's not the funnest job in the world to sit there and just go through all of these resumes to try and find people to work for you, but it's something that needs to be done, and it needs to be done by a human because you're the only one that is going to make sure it's accurate.
yeah, it's interesting world we are coming into right now, I think.
Yeah.
More and
I
more.
mean, there are good uses even for adaptive AI. There are good uses for it. Um, Amazon, for instance, let's say you're shopping for a hoodie.
Mm,
Um, you've got like 7,000 hoodies on there, and you see one that you think would look good, but you don't know if it would look good on you or if it would fit right or whatever. They have an option in there to basically upload an image of yourself, and the AI will put the hoodie on you so you can see, okay, that color looks good with my face or whatever. Um, and I mean, I feel like that is a good use of AI because it kind of gives you that out of the dressing room, in the dressing room kind of feel, because you can't actually try it on until you get it.
yeah,
But you can
yeah.
actually see how it looks on you, see if it goes with your skin tone.
I know I've
And
done some fun things on Facebook with like the AI images or, your little personal emoji thing.
make yourself look like an action figure. Yeah, I mean those
Yeah,
are fun too, but my problem is when an artist or author or creative person that can do the work will use those tools to create something that they could have done themselves and then turn around and say, "Look at this thing I drew. I'm going to sell it now."
Yeah, no, I've used it more just for like my post, and I think
Right.
it has a little
That's
mark that tells everybody to, oh,
right.
we just did this on the face. I think it's interesting to see the things that are being done with it.
Yeah. I mean, if I wanna see, Jesus riding a unicorn while wearing a beer helmet, then yeah, AI is great because it will probably find me something that looks similar to what I'm thinking. But you know, I'm not going to turn around and be like, "Look what I drew."
Yeah, yeah,
Because if I really wanted to draw something like that, I would just draw it.
I
It's
think,
just
yeah, I feel like coming into the future, it's going to be so much harder to determine if what we are watching on our screens is real.
yeah.
And that human element of showing up live is going to
Hmm.
become more and more important. Like I can't even say, more Comic
Well,
Cons kind of experiences, Ren
yes and
fairs,
no. Yes and no. I
concerts.
mean, they've got that museum out in Washington, D.C. now with an AI version of Teddy Roosevelt that went viral this past week
Oh,
or so because Trump went to see it and was having a conversation with it. I mean,
I have not
so
been watching the news.
they're even replacing it to the humans to the point of having conversations in person
Oh yeah, I
because
saw the
you see a
release of
hologram or whatever.
that soft skin robot here this last week or so.
Yeah.
Yes. And having the skin temperature about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I did see that this week too.
Yeah, there was a parade at an amusement park. I believe it was in China. I saw a video of it, and this kid was standing on the sidelines watching the parade as these AI robots come along and they're dancing and stuff. And all of a sudden, the AI bot focused in on the kid, turned around, and kicked him in the gut.
I've seen a couple of these videos lately.
Yeah,
Yeah, where people are getting kicked by the robots and
yeah,
um yeah, I mean it's just iRobot. It makes me think of iRobot all the time as we're
right,
talking about this and seeing the advancements in the robotics and it happening so much quicker. And then hearing these experts saying, oh, it's happening even faster than I thought it would be happening. I don't know how many times I've
right.
heard that this last week or two. Like, oh, it's
Hmm.
happening a lot faster than I thought it would be happening. This is,
Yeah,
um, I saw iRobot might be one of my most like top tier horror movies.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. Real life apocalypse. No, thank you.
Well, I mean, Steven Spielberg warned us many, many years ago about the robotic uprising and what AI could do. I
Mm,
mean, before it was even able to do any of this stuff, and now we're seeing it come to life.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I mean, yeah, we see it over and
and
over in these
not always
movies.
in a good way. So AI, it can be a useful tool if used in the right way.
Yeah,
Please stop using it just to be lazy. If you have the talent to create something, create it yourself. You're going to feel a lot more pride in your work if you do it. If you want to play around with it and just make silly stuff, that's great. Have
mhm.
a good time. I'm not going to judge you on that. Just don't let it replace thing in your life.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, even for the research part of it, like we can't necessarily trust it. You follow the links that it's giving you because I love that that does show you
Yeah.
what it's gone and looked at, and I can go look at and see what is that behind this. So even in
Yeah,
the
like
research of it,
I talked earlier about the whole strawberry having 7 R's. That was actually a true scenario that happened. And about 5 hours after somebody had posted that on Reddit and it was coming up in a Google search stating that it had 7 R's, people had commented, no, you're stupid. It has 5 R's, blah, 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 or 3 R's or whatever. And
yeah.
they're just trying to mess with it. And finally, it corrected itself like 5 hours later.
Oh,
And the link that it went back to was the person that corrected it on that same post.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so it was
So that
stuck
tells
in
you
that.
just how much it's learning is just pulling information from that same post over and over and over again.
It didn't go find other sources.
No,
And it
no,
didn't
it
go
went and
to the dictionary.
it searched the meta keywords for it, and it ended up on that exact same post, but in the comments section on
Wow.
correcting how many R's are in strawberry.
Wow.
So
Wow.
there is a
Yeah.
lot we can talk about AI. I have a lot to say on the subject. We just don't have the time today. So
Um, I
I
have more
think we're probably going
questions. I want to ask you about jailbreaking. That's something I was reading about too. So maybe next time jailbreaking in
yeah,
AI.
yeah, we can touch on that.
Awesome.
Um,
Not
but
next
for
week.
now, yeah, for now we're going to go ahead and close for today. Thanks for joining us. I hope you learned something. I hope it kind of woke you up a little bit if you're very, very highly focused on AI. If you have any comments or want to talk about this further, feel free to leave comments. You can send us an email every week now after 1 p.m. at gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We got a Patreon out there. All the links will be at the end of this video. So, yeah, join us next week at 1:11 p.m. and we will be talking about homeschooling,
Oh yeah. Homeschooling. Yay.
something you
I'm
know very
stoked.
well.
See you next week, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.